Grammarly. When you're working on yet.
So most times fabric contains seasonings which which will make the paint not to add air well on the fabric. And there are different types. You can paint a fabric using acrylic paint, you can use fabric paint, and there are different brands for that too. And there are also metallic paints. Here I have 3D fabric paint, and it has this shiny and brilliant effect. It's lilac color. This is Scrabbles paint. It also comes in different form. This is the ash color. There are different colors. And one thing you need to note about this is that it is a 3D fabric paint. Okay, it's a 3D fabric paint. And you can't use it for, it has its own function. Let me say that. So first and foremost, the most important thing for you to do is to first determine what you want to paint. And before you now start saying you want to, it will determine what type of fabric paint you're going to be using. For example, you could want to paint like a 3D text on a round t-shirt. What will work well is this 3D fabric paint. Acrylic paint will still work, but 3D fabric paint gives it that 3D function, especially when it comes to text. You want to have a 3D effect on your painting. Okay, so we also have the metallic one. Those ones I use more. I reside in Nigeria. Metallic paints are also used for fabric painting. Depending on what you want to paint. Okay, 3D metallic paint it has a very shiny effect. This 3D has shiny effect, but metallic paint has more shiny effect. I wish I can show you what it looks like. Let me see if I can. I posted some of these things in Telegram where I had the free class. Okay, what will happen is this. Leave a comment if you are interested in knowing different types of paints. We have spray paints, we have airbrush paints, and so on like that. Let's just save time. I've done a teaching on it. I've done a class on it. So leave a comment in the comment section. I will share the Telegram page so you can always read through. So you can see the images. I also sent voice notes explaining how it can be used. I also sent links for YouTube videos where you can see where it was used practically. I wish more people can join us before I start painting, because I don't want to be going back and be explaining further and further again. Kindly share this video so that we can have more designers joining us live.
Don't you know?
I'm not impressed with the turnout, even though it was a very, very requested, it's a very requested video. When I come live regularly or normally, just maybe when I'm sewing, I have more turnout than this. I don't know, maybe I should have done something more, but I think I gave an announcement already. So now some people have asked me questions like, okay, I don't know how to draw, but I would like to paint on a fabric, especially for fashion designer. The truth is that not all fashion designers can paint a fabric. Yes, because the truth of embellishments, beading is a type of embellishment, applique is a type of embellishment. For appliques, we need to go to the market and buy, from people that have done it down. Or for bidding, some fashion designers do their bidding, and sometimes they outsource it because maybe they don't have the skill or the time for it. So the same thing is also applied for fabric painting. It's not compulsory. Get to see your live chats in case if there's any. Okay, I think we're good. So I'll be painting this yellow and then this green. I have a video on my channel where I painted sunflower. And like I said, you don't need all the instruments. Okay. So for the painting on Toke Makiwa's dress, I've done a video on that. You can even do like a 3D design with this. Okay, let me see. Let me just show you something in a bit. How can I do this? I want to show you how you can use glitters, okay, to achieve some painting. I've seen some painting inspiration where they just use brush like this and then create to a painting design on a dress. So a black transfer sheet. Place the transfer sheet in between the A4 paper and your fabric, and then trace it. I have not mentioned this in any of my class, so, and it's the question that many people have been asking me. You don't know how to draw? There's a way out for fashion designers. Print out your design or what you want to draw on an A4 paper, then place the transfer sheet and then the A4 paper. So you can then trace it. At the end of the day, while you are tracing on the A4 paper, okay, it will be on the fabric. And then you can then use your pencil to highlight. I advise you use this. Some people can use chalk if they want to, but I think pencil gives me a very good and obvious mark. You can use fabric pencil if you want to, but this works better for me because the mouth is sharp and then it will ease your painting. So there are different stages, okay? While painting, there's the lighting, there's the tracing and all of that, which I will talk about as soon as I start painting. And for the records, I will not be saving this video for now. I'll need to take it down and then maybe re-upload some other time. So please try and share to many fashion designers. So I think I've answered the question on how to draw on your fabric, okay? So you use your pencil to draw before painting. And I've mentioned that if you have difficulties in drawing freehandedly, you can as well use a transfer sheet, okay? Print on A4 paper and then transfer it to. Now, for instance, you want to draw a leaf and then you're not sure of it. Now, this is another reason I like pencil, because you can easily clean it up. So you want to draw a leaf. Okay. I mean, you want to paint a leaf or, whatever it is, okay? And then this is like the stem. Now I'm using my pencil to draw it. Even a professional artist do this. They first highlight where they want to draw, okay? So you don't know how to draw free-handedly, it's okay.
Hey guys, is there a skill that we can learn in 2026 that is not so common but can make us a lot of money? Like, is there? Yes, there is. You guys, let me quickly tell you about AI and automation. Now, you know that moment when you fill a form on a website and you automatically get an email, or when you ask a question on a website and an AI chatbot responds instantly? Well, that is AI and automation at work. And guess what, guys? You actually don't need to know how to code to be able to do this. Now, that's what the guys at TS Academy wants to teach you. How you can actually use AI and automation to stand out in this highly competitive job market, guys. Now, you're going to be learning tools like Zapier, Make, OpenAI, and so many others, guys. So if you're thinking of upskilling in 2026, I honestly think this is a good place to start. And with TS Academy, you're not just going to be learning by watching videos. You're also going to get access to live classes, actual hands-on projects, and real work that you can put on your portfolio.
Print what you want to draw on a paper and then you transfer it. So because this is just an example, I won't advise one thing. Like I said earlier, you need to iron your fabric before painting. This one is not a good it's not the best, okay, but pardon me, when you are doing yours, wash your fabric and then iron it. Don't paint when you have some kind of rumpled fabric just like this. So I'm drawing like a branch that has leaves on. Okay. I'm not getting this right. I'm going to just I'm thinking of having another leaf here. Okay. So it's fine to make mistake, please, you see. You can use an eraser to clean it off. I'm trying to see if I can see the chart, because as I draw, I'll need to see your comments. Okay. Let me zoom this so that we can see it effectively. Okay. I'll use my pencil to highlight it the more. In a moment, I'm sure of what I want to do. Now, as a fashion designer, you don't need to have all the complete artist to paint a fabric. So depending on what you are trying to achieve exactly. So while painting, you might even end up covering all these so like I said, if you are not good at drawing things, I'll just get an A4 paper and a transfer sheet. That one is solved. Okay. I think I need to bring this up a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how I can get to see your live chats in case if there's any. Okay, I think we're good. So I'll be painting this yellow and then this green. I have a video on my channel where I painted sunflower. And like I said, you don't need all instruments. Okay. So for the painting on Toke Makiwa's dress, I've done a video on that. You can even do like a 3D design with this. Okay, let me see something in a bit. How can I do this? I want to show you how you can use glitters, okay, to achieve some painting. I've seen some painting inspiration where they just use brush like this and then create
angry. You should not take moringa, not like most people are using it, because that's exactly why it's not working. Everyone tells you the same thing. Take moringa daily, add it to smoothies, just mix the powder.